Hi guys, this is Python lecture series 8. Here we are going to discuss Python equivalent to do while loop and use of break and continue statement. Before that, let us see the problems what we had discussed in the last lecture. The first problem, it was very easy, you can do it on your own. The second program, that is to calculate the sum of the digits of a number, that we will discuss now. Let us see the program to find the sum of the digits of a given number. So in this program, so first statement, we are accepting a input and converting to integer and stored in the variable n. And initialize sum is equal to 0. So use a while loop with the condition n greater than 0. Suppose you take a number, for example 125. Suppose 125 will be stored in variable n. So it is condition becomes true. 125 greater than 0 condition becomes true. So your I is equal to n modulus 10. So when you divide by 10 uh, and calculate the remainder, it always give the last digit. For example, 125 divided by 10, the remainder is 5. So that 5 will be added with the sum. Next time, the n is equal to n by 10, that means 125 by 10, actually it will come 12.5 something, but we are taking only integer, so it will come 12. So again you compare. Now the recent value of n is 12, so 12 is greater than 0, condition becomes true. Again you do the same process. I is equal to 12 modulus 10, it will give the last digit 2, then 2 will be added with the sum. Again this time you are making it 12 by 10, it is 1.2, so you are taking only 1 because you are converting into integer. Again 1 is greater than 0, so again you are calculating the remainder. It is 1 mod 10 is 1, so 1 will be added with the sum, but this time it will become 1 by 10, it will become 0 point something, so now n will become 0. So when you go back, condition becomes false. So when you come out of the loop, you are printing sum of the digits is equal to the value stored in the sum. So if you run this program with a value 1 to 5, so you are getting the sum of the digits is equal to 8. Do while loop is not available in Python. The difference between while and do while is while loop is an entry control loop, that is the condition is checked before you enter into the loop. So if the condition becomes false, it won't enter into the loop even at the first time. But do while loop is an exit control loop, that is condition is checked only at the end of the loop. So that is the difference. As the do while loop is not available in Python, but we can have the similar operation using the while loop, that we can see it in the program which we are going to discuss now. And another statement, which is break and continue. A break statement is used to exit from the loop without continuing further iteration of the loop. That is, when you use a break statement within a loop structure, it won't continue the loop, it will just exit from the loop. The continue statement, when you use it within the loop structure, it is used to skip the rest of the body. That means whatever appears after the continue statement, it won't be executed, but it will continue with the next iteration of the loop structure. So we will see a program to demonstrate the use of break and continue. So write a Python program to accept user input of integer numbers until a negative number is entered. So what does it mean? Your program should go on accept the user input until a negative number is entered by the user. And after accepting the numbers, we have to find the sum of odd numbers and even numbers separately, and we have to print it. So when you discuss this program, we can see the use of break and continue. This is the Python program to apply do while equivalent, break and continue statement. Actually, do while loop is not available in Python. We have only for loop and while loop. A do while loop is available in C language. So what is the nature of do while loop is it will check the condition at the last. Okay, that is the only difference between the while loop and the do while. So here we can see how we can attain the same structure in Python. So we already discussed the problem. So we want to find the sum of odd numbers and even numbers. So initialize variable odd sum is equal to 0, even sum is equal to 0. And the while we are giving the statement true, that means without checking any condition, I am allowing the control to enter into the loop. So once you enter into the loop, you accept the integer value and convert to integer and store in variable n. If n is less than 0, break. So if you enter a negative number, it will execute break statement. So what is the nature of break statement? We already discussed. Break statement will cause the control to exit from the loop structure. So totally it come out of the loop. Suppose if this condition becomes false, so that means the number is a positive number. Then it goes to the next if statement. If n modulus 2 is equal to 0, that means if the condition becomes true, what does it conveys? N is a even number. So we are making it even sum is equal to even sum plus n. That means we are adding the n value to the even sum. And I am using the continuous statement. So what is the operation of continuous statement? It will skip the rest of the loop. That means what is the rest of the loop? That is odd sum is equal to odd sum plus n. This statement will be skipped and it will go back to the loop again. So the similar steps will be executed until you enter a negative number. And if you enter a positive number and this condition becomes false, means this block will not be executed. It will be added with the odd sum is equal to odd sum plus n. So this process will be repeated again and again until you enter a negative number. So once you enter a negative number, it will come out of the loop. So where you are printing the sum of odd numbers is equal to odd sum of even numbers is equal to even sum. So if you run this program, so it asks for the input. So you enter number. For example, I am entering 12. 12 is a even number. Next I am entering some number 5. It's odd number. Next I am entering some number, for example 7. It is a odd number. Next I enter some number 6. Okay, even number. Next you enter some negative number, for example -8. So it will cause the program to exit. So after that it is printing the sum of the even numbers and the odd numbers. So sum of odd numbers 12, isn't it? So what are the odd numbers we have entered here? So odd numbers we have entered 7 and 5. Okay, 12. What are the even numbers we have entered? 12 and 6, 18. So this program will show you the use of break and continue statement. Let us try to do this program. Write a Python program to find the sum of the values in odd terms of the following series. The series is given like this: 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. The difference is 3 actually. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11 and so on. But we have to find the sum of only the odd terms, that is first term, third term, fifth term and so on. So let us try to do this program.